What's up guys, I'm Brandi and this is the Now What series where I'm giving my 2 cents on what you should do with your money. Now, I believe that every dollar should have a home. So that's why I'm taking the time to do this deep dive on category 1, which is all about your monthly bills and expenses. So let's get to it. All right, so let's start with the bills. And under bills, I've called them needs. So as we all know, everybody's needs are different. So just make it your own. So I've got some generalized categories that I think we can all relate to. So as I mentioned before, every dollar needs to have a home. So we need to really make sure that although we have some needs like mortgage and rent that are the same every month, we also know that we have things like utilities that like you can have an average. So for instance, if your power bill on average is $65, but the next month it ends up being $75, at least you need to have that $65 allotted for, and you can just add that $10 versus you having nothing there and you're taking that $75, $85, or whatever that amount is from your emergency fund and you're saving, which is taking you further from your goals. So make sure you have those necessary categories: light bill, water bill, and power bill there for utilities. And then food and gas I put under needs because we know we all need to eat and we all need to have an allotted amount for our travel. Whether you're riding the subway or metro, Uber, or driving, you need to have these things there. So of course, food and gas does fluctuate, so does utilities, but we need to have those average numbers there. All right, so now we're gonna get into expenses. And the reason why I separated them is because these are like day-to-day expenses that are spent on a monthly basis. So if you're gonna do something monthly, it needs to be in your budget, and therefore they need to have line items. A lot of these things are things like maintenance. So with maintenance, they're kind of similar to the utilities, food and gas that I mentioned over here, where there's not like an exact amount, but there's a range you can do. And it's important to put them as line items in your budget because it helps bring restraint. And people need parameters and restraint in order to be successful in budgeting. So things like haircut, hair, nails, brows, those are things that happen. And so for instance, if you know you're gonna spend around $50 to $75, that way when you get to the nail shop and they say, do you want a spa pedicure? Well, how much does it cost? If it's more than $75 and you only have $75, then you need to fit within those parameters. And things like date nights, when you're trying to choose the place where you want to go. If you know you only have $100 to spend, then you need to choose places where you can set yourself up to have a good time and win within those parameters and that restraint. So those are just ways to be able to win in budgeting. Be realistic, and remember, every dollar has a home. If you got value from this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to be sure that you're maximizing your paycheck, make sure you watch this next video, which is breaking down category 2, which is all about your emergency fund and your savings account. I'll see you there.